Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1971 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Seattle Pilots and the Oakland Athletics at the Oakland Coliseum. On the mound for the Pilots today is Zachary, whose record is 0-1 with a 4.84 ERA, and pitching for the A's is Vida, whose record is 13-9 with a 4.55 ERA. Okay, we lost another tough one yesterday, to be expected. It was over in the first inning, and although the final score does make it look like it was close, it was not at any point along the way. We never had a shot, unfortunately. And when you're facing the opposing team's fifth starter, and you don't win that game, you're pretty much guaranteeing that you're going to get toasted in this series. And we're going to face Vida, who is going through a rough stretch. He is the staff ace for the A's, but he's 2-6 in his last 11 starts with an ERA over 6. And you may remember the last time we faced him, he only lasted 1 inning. He gave up 7 runs in 1 inning of work, and he was out of the ballgame. So maybe we can have a little bit of luck today and get some stats, if anything. Now, we are closing in on the end of the month of July, which, of course, means 2 things. One is the trading deadline is coming up. That's July 31st. You may recall that I made a trade yesterday, prior to yesterday's game, where we got rid of kind of a useless appendage on our team. And today I did try to trade Dave Boswell one more time. I try to do that every day just to see if we can't get rid of him. Thomas D. suggested trading Boswell and Greg Pryor to see if any of the 6 teams that Boswell will accept the trade to with his no trade clause would bite on that. But nobody did, as to be expected. And so we are probably going to be stuck with him. But we'll try again tomorrow. You never know. Boswell will get the start tomorrow. So, as I mentioned, there are 2 things about the end of the month. One is the trading deadline. The other is our end of the month summary video, where we take a look at the standings and the league leaders. This time around, we'll also take a look at all the trades that have taken place this year to see if there's any winners or losers so far. So I think that'll be interesting. So we'll do that in a separate video when we get to the end of the month of July here coming up within just a few days. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with today's ball game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We're up to 564 subs. I appreciate everybody clocking in and hitting the sub button for me. Now, we do have Zachary making his second start as a Pilot. Everybody in the bullpen is ready to go today. Good to see these ERAs under 10. And then we've got Vida, who is a left-hander. This is our lineup versus lefties. The one exception I'm making today is I'm going to sit Don Bosch, and I'm going to put Northey in center field. Defensively, Northey is not nearly as good as Bosch, but maybe we can get a couple hits as Bosch and Tito, Fuentes, and Auerbach are all being punished for their hot starts. So maybe get a scrub in there. Maybe he can do something for us. Oh, yeah, and Skidmore will be in there for Joe Pepitone today. Pepitone's hot. He's probably maybe our hottest hitter, but we got to give him a day off versus lefties. Okay, we'll take a look here at the official lineup rundown. For the Seattle Pilots, batting leadoff at second base is Tito Fuentes. Batting second in left field is Jose Cruz. Batting third and catching is Manny SANGUILLEN. Batting cleanup at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting fifth at first base is Skidmore. Batting sixth in right field is Dave Parker. Batting seventh in center field is Scott Northey. Batting eighth at shortstop is Rick Auerbach. And batting ninth will be the pitcher, Zachary. Okay, Vida, Left-handed pitcher, 21 years old, making his 25th start of the year. 13-9 with a 4.55 ERA, 127 strikeouts in 174 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .252 against him. He's got 6 complete games. Fastball topping out 89 miles an hour. That's inaccurate, of course. Ground ball percentage is 45.1%. The fastball is his best pitch, and the curveball a very solid secondary pitch. Overall rated an 89. He goes to arbitration at the end of next year. Looking at that log, you'll see what he did there in the last 11 games. I went back to June 2nd. Wait. What? Oh, interesting. I did not realize this. But Vida Blue threw a complete game and then came back in relief and took the loss the next day. So I guess I technically didn't factor in this complete game. Interesting. But if you scroll on up a little bit here, you'll see that one-inning performance. He did not strike out anybody, but certainly Baseball Mogul makes sure he bounced back with the best strikeout performance of the season. He had 11 against California. So who knows what to expect today. Let's take a look at the defense for the A's. McNulty out there in the left. Infield solid, with the exception of McAULIFFE moving to first, and Dick Green playing second base today. Behind home plate is TENACE, who had the day off yesterday. He's got a terrible arm. Okay, here we go. Tito Fuentes leading it off versus Vida Blue. Hard hit, ground ball to short. Play made by Larry BOWA. 1 out. Lefty on lefty. Jose CRUZ does not hit lefties well. In fact, struggling in general. His average is going to dip under 260 as he flies out to center. And Manny SANGUILLEN, back-to-back with ROLLINS, both well over 300 against lefties. And a tapper back to the mound. All right, we go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the A's lineup for today. Batting leadoff. At first base is Dick McAULIFFE. Batting second. At third base is BANDO. Batting third in center field is Rick Monday. Batting cleanup and catching is Gene Tennis. Batting fifth in left field is Bill McNulty. Batting sixth in right field is Reggie Jackson. Batting seventh at second base is Dick Green. Batting eighth at shortstop is Larry BOWA. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Vida Blue. Okay, Zachary, not a great performance in his first start as a pilot. You'll see what he did there. Also his time this season with the Royals. He walked more than he struck out. I mean, those are the kind of things that drive me crazy. He does have a pretty decent fastball that tops out at 91 miles an hour. But unfortunately, his changeup is his only good pitch right now. Rated an 84. Overall rated a 79. He's 27 years old, and he is a free agent at the end of the year. Hard to say whether or not we would re-sign him. There's his log if you want to take a look. He did take a loss in that start. Okay. Here is our defense for today. Outfield not looking as hot when we don't have Bosch out there. Infield is what it is, and behind home plate is Manny SANGUILLEN. In fact, I look at this defense, and there's not a damn one of them that I trust defensively. Maybe Skidmore at first, but everybody else is terrible, despite being over the league average of 80. Here we go, Dick McAULIFFE leading off against Zachary. Zachary jams McAULIFFE inside, popping it up. Caught by the shortstop AUERBACH, 1 out. Here's BANDO. He had a couple walks yesterday and a base hit. First base runner of the game, BANDO on first. Rick Monday struggling versus right-handers. Batting only .215. And a base hit. Well, I don't really even know what to say or do anymore. Here's Gene Tennis. He'll take a walk probably. No, 1-0. Fly ball, center field. Bando will tag and go to third. What is Northey's arm? I always forget. It's an 88. And Bando will tags and goes to third on that arm. 374 feet. Okay, fine. 2 down. First and third for Bill McNulty, batting .200 since he got called up. 1-0. That is the ball game. We will play it out. Here's Reggie. You know he's going to go deep. He did yesterday anyway. All right. We'll play it out. Rich Rollins leading off versus Blue. Flying out to center. So our 2 best hitters did not get on first time through. Here's Rose Skidmore back in the lineup today. And a base hit to right. There's our first hit. We'll have to hit and run with Dave Parker. He, being a lefty and being only 20 years old, we can't expect him to come through. Maybe we can get him over. No, he can't even do that. Two down and Northey. Lines at the right. Bottom of the second. And Dick Green. Infield single back to the pitcher. Larry BOWA. Ground ball to second. Of course, the runner will advance. We're going to pull the corners in because Vida Blue is going to drop it like an all. 0-2. Oh, he was swinging. Man, that is ballsy for an 085 hitter. Oh, the game already knows what's going to happen, doesn't it? Didn't matter if he struck out because Dick McAULIFFe's going to drive him in. 2-0. There was never anything we were going to do to stop it. Did not matter. The runner was already safe on what should have been a force at second, so that was a guarantee. AUERBACH. That's a base hit. Good for him. His average has really dropped. Third base is going to be pulled in. Makes sense. Because Zachary is going to drop it like a heart. God, this game, I swear to God. So horrible. Bottom of the third. Monday leading off. Infield single, base hit. What's it going to be? Walk. Okay. Had to be something. Another walk? Nope. Another hit. Oh, no. We're just teeing off on Zachary. Three home runs in the inning. Nine hits. Zachary coming out of the ball game. Well, I guess Bosch will get the bat anyway. Useless pinch hit, of course. The A's had 3 home runs in 1 inning. We haven't had 3 home runs in a week. Only run scored unearned. This is the worst game ever created. I would rather be playing Snake right now. There's more skill and creativity in Snake than there is in this game. Absolute total bullshit. May as well just bring him in. Oh, let's bring in the Gerb. This would have been his spot anyway in the rotation. And it doesn't matter. This guy coming out of AAA, a virtual nobody in the history of baseball, and it's just absolutely crushing us. Why is Herbal all of a sudden terrible? Why are we even bothering here? How is it that Herbal can be a starting pitcher and give us 3 shutout innings every game, and then we bring him in relief and he just gets destroyed? I just don't get it. I knew Tennis would walk sooner or later. Here's McNulty having a career game. CRUZ as a lefty gets a hit. It's only because his average dipped under 260. Now it's back to, I mean, you can already tell that this is what he's going to bat this year, 260. So he's going to get, he's going to fall below it, then he's going to go above it. May as well try to steal. It doesn't really matter, does it? Curveball. Thrown out on a curveball by the worst catcher in the league. Munn just walked 3 in 1 inning of work. Lefty on lefty, home run. Oh, wild pitch, so he's going to score on this one. Yeah, he wouldn't have a wild pitch unless it was an automatic run scored. Hey, there's Dave Parker's first career home run. Meaningless. Wrap this game up. Oh, it's time to get fingered. Another pointless game from Baseball Mogul. Trade offers? Oh, okay. I was thinking about it for a minute. There's the American League. There's the National League. St. Louis has won 7 in a row. Of course, immediately every other team has to win when that happens. It's the only way. Every team on here has to lose to keep it tight. Like my muscles. Let's take a look at the headline news. Just nothing but bullshit. Blue Moon Odom, their number 4 starter's injured. We weren't going to see him anyway. I got to fix that Hal McRae contract. Willie Stargell's going to miss a while for Baltimore. That is tough. Baltimore, like us, is working in the red, and so like us, they're not spending any money on any of their expenses, right? Farm system scouting, medical staff, they don't have any money to spend on that, so they're going to see more injuries. I'm surprised we haven't seen more injuries. There's Baltimore. And then Elio Chacon, there he is, retired. All right, let's go take a look at the box score. Another loss, 3 in a row. No player of the game today. I don't honestly care. There's really nothing to play for. Zachary not looking like the guy. Vida Blue did give up 2 earned runs. Not 5 earned runs, only 2, because the ZRA is already too high. Everybody that came into the ballgame gave up a run. Apologies to Sid Mungie for coming in and taking a hit. Dave Parker did get his first home run for his career. And the other team, of course, had to have 4. Including Dick Green with his 3rd as a backup second baseman going 4 for 4. Awesome. That makes total sense. Okay, that's it. We'll come back tomorrow, wrap up this stupid series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.